Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode here at Big Man in the Woods. Now today, it's just kind of cool. Somewhere I've wanted to come for years and years. I'm here on Brownsea Island, the home of the first ever scout camp back in 1907 when Baden-Powell brought those guys from East London here, from London, the outside to sample nature and get some fresh air. So I'm going to have a look around. I've never been to Brownsea Island before. So yeah, here goes. Let's have a look around. So if you've never been to Brownsea Island before, where I'm outside now is the church, and this is one of the recommended places and one of the attractions kind of thing on Brownsea Island to see, and you need to go inside. Let's see why everyone says we need to check out the church. Let's see if it's open first. I think I'm going to get this, the beginning of scouting. It's only a quid. Love it. Nice little book. Kind of black and white basic book. The history of scouting. Yeah, nice. So I'm just walking up the west side of the island through the visitor centre, and I come up here into kind of the woodland area, and I've just spotted this awesome little shelter. Check this out. Someone's been having fun up here, building shelters. Awesome fun. Not sure about this one though. It's good effort though. Some more shelters, awesome shelters. There's a really cool one that I just spotted in the distance. Check that one. Just gonna have a look at that. Someone has definitely put a lot of effort into building this shelter. Look at this one. Oh, steep bank. Now this is a good one. Just need to put some nice ferns on that, and that'll be a good one. Well done to whoever built that one. Very impressive. So I've just spotted this ash tree, which was actually felled back in 2017, and they've left it here. But what's really cool is these black spots. Check out those. Can you see them? Hundreds and hundreds of King Alfred cakes. Just a little bit too small to take. You never know, we might find some later. Nice. Check out this huge ant's nest. Look at them. Hundreds. Now the other thing that Brownsea Island is famous for, not only was it the home of the scouting in 1907 for the first ever scout camp, it actually is famous for one of the only places to have red squirrels. And within a couple of minutes I've seen red squirrels, but they hide. It is amazing to see red squirrels, because in London where I am, it's only the American grey squirrels. So to see some red squirrels is awesome. So I'm just going to walk down these steps to the coastline. It's meant to be stunning down here. Let's have a look. The lady just said that can't get down to the beach at the moment because it's high tide. But we're gonna have a look, see how far we can get. Man, this is like a Jurassic Park down here. It's awesome. Check out this. Just these rugged steps of the tree roots, making our way down to the coast. To find views like this is just amazing. Look at this. Okay, so maybe the lady was right. It is high tide, and yeah, the beach is next to nothing, but it is amazing. Just looking around the scenery. It's windy here today, but it's still nice. I mentioned that the island was famous for its red squirrels. Whoops. Get tapped by a tree. But the other famous thing it's famous for is the peacocks. There are hundreds of peacocks. Maybe I made that up. There's lots of peacocks on the Brownsea Island. And just walking across this field, Can you see them? 1, 2, 3. See how close we can get to the peacocks. I was told to bring cheese quavers to feed the peacocks, but I forgot. But check these birds out, they're stunning. Oh, check these little babies out. Just found this little hut. It's got kind of boards about scouting. But check this out. Like ovens. Wow, so cool. Apart from the Tesco's shopping crates. But this place is amazing. Like, maybe it's amazing because I've been here for the first time. I've not seen it. Or generally is an amazing place, isn't it? Even if you're nothing to do with scouting, just coming here into this open air and it's so awesome. So nice. So just a quick update where I am. I've been to the visitor centre and I'm heading to the Scout Stone. That's where I want to go. And the Pottery Pier we need to go is no longer a pier apparently, but this is where Baden-Powell landed in Brownsea Island. So we're going to follow the path down this way. This pathway, look what I spotted. I've spotted the stone. Here we are. The commemorative stone from Robert Baden-Powell when he came here back in 1907 with the boys from East London. And this is a place I've wanted to come for the last 10, 12 years, I would say. And how cool is that? Just by the stone. I don't know if you can see down there some patrol tents, some scouts camping down there. So I thought I'd just sit here by this stone, take some time out because it's by the sun. But something that's just funny just happened to me. Just here, and a group of scouts just came over and they said, do you want me to take a photo for you? Which I've just done. Thank you very much, guys. So I chatted to them from Surrey Heath, and they've canoed from Wareham, where they're camping, to Brownsea Island. Going to spend a day here and then canoe back, which was great. And then someone just came up to me and was like, "Whoa, you're Mark. You're Big Man in the Woods. I follow you. I follow you on Instagram." So, hello. Here's her photo. That was quite funny. I haven't had that for a while. But yeah, this is the thing about scouting, isn't it? Though it's a connection everywhere. You never know where you're going to go, who you're going to bump into. You'll find someone. And yeah, I gave her some bandages. So that's quite cool. How fun is that? Look. So I'm going to take some time out, sit by this commemorative stone, and yeah, try and soak up some vibes while I'm here. So you can't come to Brownsea Island and not come and see all the signposts. These are awesome. Love it. I should have done one myself, shouldn't I? Really, look, and there's more down there just as we get to the campfire. So just there, we're going to go to the trading post and then head down to the experimental field where Baden-Powell had his first experimental scout camp. We're going to go that way. Got to come to a little campsite, haven't you, just to soak up the vibes. And check this one out. This is really nice. I like this one. Nice high-seated campfire here at Brownsea Island. So I'm just going to sit here and soak up some atmosphere while I'm here. So inside the trading post here, look at this. Lots and 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 lots of scars. And just to prove, I am paying 50. There's a quid. Loving this idea. This is just like you've forgotten your basic bits and you can go and borrow dustpan and brushes, wooden pegs, wooden mallets, rubber mallets, some steel pegs, some bags down there, charging points, free freezers. That's a bit of a gamble, isn't it? Nice. So I'm just making myself a brew here by the trading post. So there we are. Nice little tea break and a look around the trading post. Donated my Big Man in the Woods badge to the collection. They reckon it will be added to the wall at the end of the year. So if you ever come to Brownsea Island and you spot my badge, take a selfie with it and I'll send you something, a badge. Don't know. Yeah, let's explore the rest of the island. So if you're going to come here as well, don't forget there is mini golf here on the island, and you can get the golfing equipment from the trading post. Nice idea. Not really a game to play on your own though, is it? So if my navigation and map skills are correct, this should be the site down to the Pottery Pier. I've just spotted a deer in a scout campsite through there. I don't know if you can see him. Let's have a look. Having spent a few hours here on Brownsea Island, I can really understand why Baden-Powell decided to bring those 10 East London boys here from a smog city. You can smell the sea air as I'm here on the beach, and you can get stunning places by the sea like this. Absolutely amazing coming here. And you can think, all those years ago, you know, coming from East London where it was smoggy, dirty, not very nice, to here, the site of the old pottery on Brownsea Island, and yeah, just tapping on old crockett pots and whatnot. But coming here, amazing place. Look, let me show you. It's not the most sunniest days today at all. It actually is very cloudy, but oh man, even for me, I just come back from the seaside myself, but living in West London and working in central London, you don't get landscapes like this, so I can understand why Baden-Powell chose Brownsea Island for his experimental first camp. It's just stunning. Not exactly sure where I'm going, just following the coastal path. Stunning scenery. I can't believe how many times I've been saying stunning. Trying to look for Pottery Pier. Need to look for some steps. Honestly, I have no idea where I'm going. Just going this way. Don't know. I found the steps, so I've got to climb up these steps. Probably that's the best idea is to run up these steps. Oh, they're steep. Oh man, I'm out of puff, but I think down there might be where I'm looking for. So that wasn't the place I was looking for. Further on this way, so one down here. Windy now. I'm here. Found some sand. Nice. You know when they say trust your gut instinct? And I was going down the path and I was thinking this isn't the way to the Pottery Pier. But my head was saying no, go another way. And then my gut was saying no, go down this steep path. Listen to my head. Took the wrong way. But I have discovered the pier. This is the pier that Baden-Powell used when he arrived on Brownsea Island. Now use the south of the island if you're coming in. But we're going to go to the pier back in 1907 that Baden-Powell used. But the tide is coming in, so I've got to be quite quick. Here we are. I'm just looking at all these trees falling down. Can you see them? Falling down. Up there, look at this. So they've landslided all the way from up there. But on a better note, there is the pier. I think I could have been naughty. Whoa! I could have been naughty and walked up to the pier on the beach, but the tide is getting in, and I don't really want to be stranded because I don't think I can climb up there. So I'm going to head back up land, back up top. I don't know why I sound like that. Oh yeah, because the tide is getting very high up now. So we're at the village called Maryland Village. That's the ruins. And in this place here, they used to make pottery back in the mid 19th century, because they said that the clay here was very good for tiles, rooftop tiles, pots, but actually wasn't very good. Wasn't financially viable, and the village closed. But this is the ruins of the Maryland village. Right, I'm at the kind of north of the island. If you go north heading down to east side, that's the wildlife side that Dorset Wildlife Trust own of the island. I'm going to stay back here on the west, head down to the south where the quay is, get the ferry back. But before that, I'm going to get some lunch and then have a quick chat before we leave the island here at Brownsea Island. Lunchtime! You know, it's cool coming to Brownsea Island. There's a path that goes this way, path that goes that way, path that goes this way. You know, which way shall I go? Let's just go this way, see where it takes us. Hoping this takes me to the cafe, because I am so hungry now. Look. Ooh, oak tree. A few of the tips I was told before coming to Brownsea Island, because I asked you guys. The main thing was bring cash, because sometimes the card machine and the phone signal here isn't the best and they have to walk down the path. So bring cash. I have to say I brought cash. I didn't test out the card when I bought my badges from the trading post. Forgot the name. And the other tip was to bring your own tea bags, because they have their own self-refreshment place next to the trading post. But again today, no problems at all with tea bags and milk. They were the top tips I was told to do while coming to Brownsea Island. Right, there's the cafe. I am hungry. It's a long walk.
Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, now we've left Brownsea Island, we're going to make our way around the islands and back to port.
So that's it. I'm on the yellow ferry on the way back home after an awesome day at Brownsea Island. And the yellow ferry is what actually Baden-Powell took to get to Brownsea Island. And if you're lucky enough to get the yellow ferry, it takes you a little trip around the harbour. See if we can see the pier. So this is Pottery Beach. Looking into it. I was just on there a few hours ago. Now I'm doing it from the ferry. Here we are. Pottery Beach, can you see it? And just here is Pottery Pier, is what I was trying to find, remember? When I was walking it, but this is from the view from the ferry on the way back. As you can see, it's out of bounds completely, it's all falling down. Well, that's what I was trying to get to.
We're now on the western side of Brownsea Island at the small pier on our right hand side. This is known as Pottery Pier. It got its name because there used to be a small village with pottery at this end of the island. It was established in the mid-19th century and was known as Brownsea Clay and Pottery. Workers lived in the village. There was even a pub there for them. The supposed high-quality china clay proved unsuitable for porcelain, drainage pipes and chimney pots, and the owners were forced into bankruptcy. The village was largely destroyed in World War II because large flares were placed on this end of the island to mislead German bombers away from the war. The ruins were demolished shortly after the war. It was also this pier that on the 1st of August in 1907, Robert Baden-Powell gathered 21 boys of mixed backgrounds, went up onto Brownsea Island and held a week's camp. They took part in activities such as observation, woodcrafting, life-saving and patriotism. This was the start of the scouting movement as we know it today.
And just think, here is where I sat. Just on that beach there. Lovely.